My name is Peter Lupo. I'm the Director of Safety for Standard Drywall, Inc. I've been with Standard Drywall for 5 years, and what keeps me coming back, honestly, is the people, the team, the environment of always finding a way to succeed. Well, I was always around construction as a young man, as a kid, and when I went away to college, I didn't think I wanted to go into construction, and I found my way into it through, really kind of by accident. I got into health and safety in college, and then a family friend owned a construction company here in San Diego and got me into construction health and safety, and it just has developed from there over the past couple of decades. It's amazing to be a part of a project getting built from the ground up, just to see all of the effort that goes into it from different types of people and all the entities that come together from design, engineering, constructability. It's just this huge, complicated puzzle, and when you put the right team together, it just seems so easy, and it's fun to literally watch something go from a hole in the ground to a structure that's going to be used for decades to come. I wish more people knew that all types of people make this industry go round. When people talk about construction, they think about a trade person, but there's so many more aspects to construction besides the actual trade person putting work in place. Obviously, that's extremely important, and those talented tradespeople are so necessary. But there's so many other facets to construction, from design to engineering to safety, accounting, technology. You think of any sort of expertise, it has some place in construction. So I think a lot of people miss opportunity to get involved in construction because they think, well, I'm not a trade person, or I don't want to be a trade person. You don't have to be a trade person to be involved in construction. If you have an accounting mind or an engineering mind, or even just a people mind, human resources and recruiting, there's so many different aspects to construction that people don't know about, that we don't do well as an industry of promoting. I think for me personally, in my career, I feel that my ability to broker relationships and communicate well with people in conflict has been a great benefit to me in my career. When you get a large group of people from start to finish in a construction project, from designers and engineers all the way to the trade people putting the work in place, there can be some conflict, and usually it comes from a lack of or a miscommunication. And the people that find a lot of success in our industry are people that can kind of broker those communications so that people can communicate to get the small problems solved before they become big problems. Yeah, I think key habits to embrace are just like in any part of life, being disciplined, planning your day, planning your week, planning your month, and then sticking with that discipline. That's the hardest part. There's a lot of distractions in our jobs as things change, and there's things to fix or change, or something doesn't quite go together the way it was supposed to, or there's a team member change. It's really easy to get knocked off of your planned course for the day, for the week, for the month. Being able to get yourself back on that course is sometimes pretty challenging. Honestly, the people. I've only had a couple of jobs in the construction industry in my career. I've been very fortunate to have long tenures, but by and large, Standard Drywall, the people here are amazing. It's a really great team. The KF family's done a really good job of hand selecting people for the right jobs, and their people are good at what they do, and they have great personalities and ability to coach and teach me in ways that help me become successful. So people with other expertise within the company, if I'm lacking in that expertise, they're great at teaching it or sharing or helping me resolve any kind of issue that I may be trying to get through. So the people here are really what makes the place such a wonderful work environment, and I really attribute that to the Kea family and their commitment to taking the time to hire the right people. My day-to-day from start to finish, there's no day that's exactly alike. Generally I start in the office, or sometimes I'll do a job visit, but a lot of times it's just supporting projects. My goal is to take work away from the field so that they can put work in place. So if there's something that I can do to help support our job sites so that they can be productive in the way of putting work into place, that's where I want to jump in. So it could be paperwork one day, it could be communicating with a client on another day, it could be helping them choose the right hardware to use for a safety process, whether it be on a scaffold or for fall protection or whatever it may be. If I can do that legwork to help them be more productive in the field, that's what my day looks like. So there's very few days that look exactly alike. You know, I'm a family guy. Most everybody here at Standard Drywall are family people. So what motivates me every day is my family, and then being able to come here to work with people that I get along with and I enjoy being around. We do sit around the lunch table most days like a family, and we talk about work and we talk about family and the fun things we like to do. We give each other a hard time and tease each other. So it's a great place to come to every day. It's an easy place to come to with never any unnecessary stress, right? Sometimes jobs can have its stress, but you always know you're surrounded by a group of people that are willing to hop in and help you. It always starts with the leadership, in this case, the ownership. It's a closely held family business, and I go right to that immediately. I stay up to date with industry regulations through industry associations, safety committee meetings in industry associations. I subscribe to some web-based sort of notifications. So I track Cal OSHA and Fed OSHA, upcoming regulatory changes, ANSI and other standards. I generally do a lot of that online, and then through my community of other safety professionals, we communicate and discuss these things. I wanted to be like a heavy equipment operator. I was always fascinated with heavy equipment and big machines, so it's exciting to work around those. And you know, I wish I could get in the machines more often, but probably not a good idea since I'm not so experienced in heavy equipment operation. Come work in construction. There's a place for you, no matter what your personality type or what your strengths are in a professional manner. There's a place for you, especially women. Women bring a different approach to things and really help problem solve in unique ways. And the women that I've worked with in construction have been huge assets to projects and to companies based on their approach that's different than most men. Learn from your mistakes. Be open to criticism. I've learned more from the mistakes I've made than the successes I've had by far. I had a really great mentor early on in my career, and he would pull me aside and sit me down when I had an approach that was not going to be successful or I made mistakes, and it was really hard to hear. And I wanted to, I was young in my career, I wanted to kind of stomp my feet and prove him wrong. But I think in the end, if you can just have the humility to listen to the people around you that want what's best for you and that you trust, to learn from your mistakes, take advantage of that every time. Be open to criticism. Sometimes you may even need to ask for it. Where can I do better? And that will make you so much better in the long run. I would say that the milestone moments are when I've taken a chance and wasn't extremely confident that I was going to be successful, but I was confident that I had the skills to execute what I was doing, and then I achieved some success. Those are the moments when you kind of stretch beyond what you really believe you can do, and then you achieve. And generally, those achievements come with somebody else, or maybe multiple people, end up putting their hands on your back and helping you through it. People want you to succeed in construction. People want you to succeed here at Standard Drywall. And if you're going to take a venture, you're going to have a team of people behind you to help you succeed. So those are kind of the milestone moments for me. I think my work-life balance is affecting my health pretty well. And that's one of the things that's a really strong part of the culture here at Standard Drywall. You know, Bob and Blaine Kea make it really clear, if you have a family event or some sort of need to be away from work, then you tell us and you go to manage that family event, whether it's, you know, something positive or negative that's happening in your life. They're extremely supportive. But they also want you to be there early in the morning or late at night if there's an issue on a project. And I think that balance is strong. Sometimes there's weeks where things are a little bit out of balance, but for the most part, the flexibility is always there, and family is a focus here at Standard Drywall, and it's supported from the owners on through.